In January of 2025, I transitioned this channel from career related videos over to videos about embracing retirement. Now, I had created well over 250 career related videos that were on resumes, LinkedIn, interviewing, job search strategies. And those videos are still out there. In fact, if you want to see them, I have a link to it in the description of this video. Those videos are still out there and they're still receiving comments. And I try to answer those comments just as regularly as I answer any comments that come through on the retirement videos. But I don't really talk about career related topics at all on this channel anymore. But I wanted to make an exception today because I had a comment this week where the individual, he says, "Bill, I really enjoyed this video." Now, he was talking about a video regarding a job search after 50 that I had done a couple of years ago. I'm 58 years old and I've been out of work for a year. I've spent the last decade in public media relations, which is truly a young person's industry. Part of the reason I lost my job was because a new manager came in who had a preference for working with younger people. And he went on in his comment and he talked about some of the things that he did, some of his skills. And in the end, he asked me for help. And I replied to him. I said, unfortunately, I'm sorry, I'm not offering any more one-on-one career coaching. But then I also gave him a couple of questions that I wanted him to self-reflect on and even pointed him to a couple of videos. And I've been thinking about this all week because I think there are individuals out there right now that could be watching this video that are in retirement and maybe thinking about getting back into the workforce, or individuals like him where he was 58 years old, too young to retire, but he's watching my videos because of retirement preparation, or maybe he's watching it because I post videos about photography now and then. Either way, I think that I offered some very good self-reflecting questions, and I wanted to just share those with you. He writes that he's been out of work for a year, but he didn't really talk any more about that. He talked about why he's out of work because he's 58 years old. He's in an industry that's for young people. He was let go because of a young boss that wants to hire young people. Really, as a career coach, all I'm hearing is that he's been out of work for 1 year. And these were the questions that I posed to him. Are you receiving any feedback on your resume? Are you getting any interviews? Or are you getting interviews, but you're not getting job offers? Those are two different areas to look at. If he's not getting any feedback, any interview opportunities, then he needs to look at his resume. And the thing about resumes, anybody can call themselves a resume writer. There's no credential, there's no degree, there's no license that you need. You can just, if you feel that you're a good writer, you can call yourself a resume writer. But here's the situation. Here's what you need to understand. There are best practices with regards to resume writing. And these best practices, they'll be defined by nonprofit organizations like the National Association of Resume Writers, the Backroom. These are individuals, they have research where they will talk with staffing agencies and HR departments and hiring managers, and they're asking questions, what is it that you're looking for on a resume? And so they'll be able to create best practices on these resumes. I pointed him to some videos that I have on my resumes. Now, if he's getting job interviews, but he's not getting any job offers, then he needs to take a hard look at his interviewing skills because he may be doing something wrong there. and I directed him over to take a look at some of the videos that I have done on interviewing. I know it could be tough for a person that's 58 years old, but again, I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of individuals that have been over the age of 60 that have successfully secured jobs. And the reason why I say hundreds and hundreds, because not only with my private practice over 10 years, I've also worked with two career transition companies where we would carry 20 or 30 clients at any given time. So I've worked with my share of individuals in that age range. And although I know that there's age discrimination out there, but I also know that it's not impossible to get by that. So if you're in that same boat, and I hope you're not, but if you are in that same boat and maybe you're retired, but you want to get back into the workforce, and then all of a sudden you start finding that you're struggling with either not getting any interviews or no job offers, I want you to remember this video as it is. So hopefully this can help. And the final thing that I told him is you need to make sure that your LinkedIn is working for you 24/7. And I pointed him to some of my LinkedIn videos as well. And again, these are all videos that you can find from my homepage, and just go up and click on the playlist along the top. And I have a link to this in the notes section below. So I hope you found this video informative and helpful. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button. I'll really appreciate it. Thanks again for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care.